Real Madrid, they finally received some good news ahead of the game against Sociedad this weekend, this Saturday. Because I can't lie, let's be real. Over the past 2 weeks, we've been hit with an injury crisis. Every single day, someone gets injured. But was that all planned? Was that all a master plan? Was that all a chess plan by Florentino Perez? He has done it before. But listen, let's discuss it. Before I go any further, don't forget, as always, to like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and of course, comment your thoughts of the situation that Real Madrid are in. Of course, very good situation. Let's start it off. Let's be real. They finally, the Rock has come back. Anyway, they finally received some good news, of course. Carlo Ancelotti has confirmed that Tchoumeni, Jude Bellingham, and Militao has all returned to training, which wasn't the case before the international breaks, because Militao got injured and Tchoumeni got injured, and everyone thought, you know what, wow, what's going to happen now? Madrid's going to go to Sociedad with Carvajal as a centre-back, or they'll play a complete different midfield. But he's now confirmed that all three players, even Jude Bellingham, because Jude Bellingham was rumoured to be healthy and will be back to training end of September. So he's now returned much sooner than possible, which isn't a surprise because he's done it last season as well. But he's also confirmed that Tchoumeni and Jude is not going to participate in any shape or form against Sociedad. The only person he has said will play is Militao, which, like I said, I'm not surprised about because of the fact the lack of centre-backs that we have at the moment. I will be real. I'll put my hands up and say one thing. I kind of had a feeling, I even tweeted it out, I never thought Tchoumeni and Militao was injured for a long time. I know the reports came out, they've been pulled out from international duty. It's going to be a 3 to 4 weeks. I never had any doubts because, bro, Perez has done it before. Perez has got a track record of doing it, especially when the players that he needs in a very crucial period. Why would they go to international duty? And it's unnecessary games, bro. It's not even like games that matter. It's like Nations League, but no one cares about the Nations League. That's why, in my opinion, he pulled out Tchoumeni. That's why, in my opinion, he pulled out Militao, because of the fact that Juan Martinez got injured. I think Jacob got injured, and of course, Alaba we don't have yet. So I think he pulled them out just to be cautious. And of course, Militao will play tomorrow, which is very important. Very important because, in my opinion, Militao has been incredible so far this season. He started the season very well. So for him to be missing out away to Anoeta, which is a difficult ground, we couldn't afford that. We couldn't risk it. So, of course, Militao will be back tomorrow. Tchoumeni is not. Jude is not, and of course Camavinga is out till next month, and Sabai is out as well, which means the midfield for tomorrow is most likely 99.99999% sure it will be a three-man midfield of Arda Güler, Luka Modric, and Fede Valverde. I anticipate Fede to play the lone pivot. I think it will be Rodrigo on the right, of course, Vinny on the left, Mbappe up front, and I think Luka and Arda Güler will be the 2 8s. Arda Güler had a great game against Iceland with Turkey. He picked up a knock, but it wasn't serious. Luka Modric as well, incredible tonight. He won man of the match, of course. So I do think a midfield of Arda Güler, Luka Modric and Fede, you might say defensively, is it solid? Of course not, because we're going to wait and Anoeta. But I think if everyone is committed, in my opinion, I've always said this, you don't need to have defensive-minded midfielders. All you need is for them to be committed defensively. Like, if you remember City had a midfield before. City had played a midfield of KDB and Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva and KDB back then wasn't defensive-minded midfielders. They only had Rodri. So Bernardo Silva is now being a box-to-box midfielder. He's now willing and is open to be doing that. KDB as well, willing to pretty much drop deep. So all we need is people that is like I said, Barcelona played the same thing. Barcelona had Gavi and Pedri playing as a DM. They were never defensive-minded midfielders, but they were focused. They were zoned in. That's what we need. If Arda Güler is committed, if Luka Modric, of course, at the age of 39, if he's committed, I think that will be enough. As long as everyone drops deep, because when we defend, we don't defend with a 4-3-3. We defend with a 4-4-2. So I think Luka Modric, Luka Modric and Fede will play the two midfielders, and then Arda Güler will play on the left, and Rodrigo will drop deep and play and cover on the right-hand side. So that's what most likely is going to happen. But the arrival of Militao is very important. And on top of that, the fact that Tchoumeni is back, Jude is back, and potentially Camavinga is back, that's important as well. Because you guys need to remember, the next 17 days, next 17 days, which is less than 3 weeks, we're playing 7 games, bro. We're literally playing La Liga, Champions League, La Liga, Champions League, La Liga, Champions League, and then boom, international duty. So we're playing 7 games in 17 days. And we can't even say we've got the squad to rest in everyone. I don't think we do. The only thing is, there might be question marks. Because is Brahim going to get chances? Carlo Ancelotti did say as well in the presser that Arda Güler played very well against Iceland, and then that he will be given a chance. He said no one is undisputed. At the moment, we've got 4 midfielders, of course, in Arda Güler, Fede, Luka Modric, and Brahim. I think Brahim will start the game in the Champions League against Stuttgart, but I think for tomorrow's game, I am expecting a midfield of Fede, Luka Modric, and Arda Güler. And I think Brahim will be given a chance. Like I said, we've got 7 games in 17 days. I think Arda Güler will be given a chance. Brahim Diaz will be given a chance against Stuttgart. That's one. Secondly, with Endrick, when is Endrick going to get his chances? I do think out of the next 7 games, I don't think Endrick will start any of them. But I think his minutes off the bench will be increased. Because in the last couple of games, he always comes in the last 5 minutes, the last 2 minutes. Doesn't have massive sort of impact. But I do think over the next couple of games, I do think his minutes off the bench will be much bigger. It's not going to be 5 minutes. I think it's going to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I think he'll play more off the bench. And I think Carlo Ancelotti is basically doing what he did with Arda Güler last season, where he's managing his minutes. Because he's 17 years old, he's managing his minutes. And then when he feels the time is right, which is Copa del Rey, the Copa del Rey game around November time, then he'll, boom, start him 1 game, see how he is. And then gradually and slowly, I think he'll be integrated into the first team. But I think for the next 7 games, I've seen Madrid fans say, well, Endrick is finally going to start. I don't think he's going to start. I don't personally think he will start. But like I said, finally, we've received some good news. And I think the most key arrival is, of course, Militao. Because we can't go away to Sociedad at Anoeta with a partnership of Rudiger and Dani Carvajal. Bro, we can't do that. So the fact that Militao is back healthy, that is very important. But guys, another good news as well is Lunin. Lunin has extended his contract for another 4 years, which I feel like Madrid told him, bro, you've got the reassurance from our point of view, you'll be starting for Real Madrid within 2 years. You're not going to start this season. Next season might be the final season of Thibaut. But you've got our words that in 2 years from now, you'll be starting for Real Madrid. Because that's the only way he would have extended his contract. He would not have extended his contract if Madrid said, listen, you'll be a backup for the next 4 or 5 years. Madrid must have told him, must have given the reassurance that, yo, give it 2 years, the starting position is yours. But the fact that we've got Lunin in goal as a backup goalkeeper is so vital, because I was dreading, because I was expecting him to leave. So the fact that we went from potentially having Kepa as a backup to having Lunin, I'm blessed, I'm calm, I'm collected now. So that's another good news that Madrid has had over the past couple of days. But like I said, more good news are coming. Everyone who's been overreacting, calm down. Calm down. The season is finally back. And now, like Pep said it himself. Pep said, I don't consider August as an important stage. For me, that's still pre-season. For me, when the season kickstarts after the first international duty. And now, international duty is all done. It's all dusted. It's all finished. Now the real season kicks in, which I do agree with. Our season starts tomorrow against Sociedad. And we need to start off on the best possible ways, because we are 4 points behind Barcelona. Barcelona have started very well. But Barcelona do have 2 tough away games. Girona and the game against Villarreal, which I'll be watching. I will even be doing a watch along for that game because I do expect Barcelona to drop point against Villarreal. If they don't drop points against Villarreal, if they manage to beat Girona and Villarreal back-to-back away games in 2, yes, Girona, they've lost all the best players, but still, but if they win against Villarreal, then this is where I'm going to put my hands on and say, you know what? This Barca team could be serious. But at the moment, like I said, I'm not phased. At the moment, I'm not phased. I do still think the season is in our hands. Despite the fact Barca's 4 points above us, I do still think the season and the league is in our hands. All we have to do, figure the system, get the chemistry working, and we're good. So everyone, all the Madrid fans around the world, I know you guys are nervous. I know you guys are stressed out. Calmer. We're good. Don't worry about us. We will figure this out. I'm not concerned 100%. The most important thing is getting everyone back from injury. And so far, Militao's back, Tchoumeni is back, Jude is back. Once Camavinga comes back, we are in a good space. But like I said, guys, like, share, subscribe. Tomorrow's game against Sociedad. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want a watch-along. Because I might do a watch-along for that game. Because like I said, it's a tough away game. If you guys want it, put it down in the comments. But I'll see you soon. Peace!